Check. Wow, viewers, and welcome back yet again for another exciting contest. It's match number 14 of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. It's going to be Lexington Shotguns taking on Emirates Fly Better, and this too promises to be an absolute blockbuster of a contest. Well, just a short while ago, I was there with the two captains and the match referee for the flip of the coin. Number 14 of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025, and we're expecting to have another exciting contest of fascinating game of cricket as Lexington Shotguns are taking on Emirates Fly Better. Time now to introduce you to the men who matter in the middle. On my left is the captain Fahad Nawaz of Lexington Shotguns. On his left is Usman Mushtaq of Emirates Fly Better, and on the extreme left is our esteemed match referee Mr. Tehseen Javed. Fahad, you've got the coin. Please give a spin. Heads is the call. Congratulations, Usman, winning the toss. What's the plan?
Yeah, today ball first because I think a fresh wicket. His last time is our previous wicket is a very turning wicket, but now is a new wicket. I will check for us for 140 is restricted, and let's see. Hope so.
Well, you had a close encounters in the last previous games, and I'm sure you must be taking a lot of learnings and you would want to implement in this encounter.
Yeah, definitely. Last previous matches is a very for first match for a 7-day streak, and Karwan is a very close matches. But unfortunately, last 5 overs for not very bad for my side is the first Spain wicket, and but unfortunately is a good cricket for Karwan and 7-day streak. But let's see today. I will the opinion team the first time. Let's see.
Changes playing 11 stock?
Yeah, today is 2 changes. Nikhil and Umar Shah in, and 2 guys is already for a new tournament, new guys. Let's see.
Well, best of luck. Give us a good game.
Thank you.
Fahad, unfortunately, you've lost the toss. If you would have won the toss, what was your plan to do on the surface?
My plan was to bowl first, but yeah, no, we can't depend on the toss. Yeah, it's fine.
Now that you're batting first, how much do you think would be a decent target you want to post?
It's a low wicket, and more than 160 will 160 plus will be good score in this wicket.
And knowing the strengths and weaknesses of your opponents, have you made any changes?
Yeah, we have a few changes, but yeah.
Best of luck. Give us a good game.
Thank you.
Well, that's the news from the centre. Is that Emirates Fly Better, they won the toss and they've decided to bowl first. And he did mention it's a fresh track. So, right, let's have a quick rundown as the playing level of Emirates Fly Better. Usman Mushtaq, Shoaib Khan, Yasid Abikun, Ubaidullah, Aftab, Amruddin, Amin, Miflal, Rizwan CP, Umar Shah, Nabil Arshad, Nikhil, Srinivasan, and Irfan Arif. What an inclusion that is. Is underway. Right on the money. That's a good delivery to start off proceedings. It's going to be Fahad Nawaz, the captain, who's come out to open. And I really like this move, really. Because I remember in the last season, it was Fahad Nawaz who opted to come down to bat so low down the order. And he's a genuine opener. He's such a strong striker of the ball. It's really a treat to watch every time Fahad Nawaz gets going alongside Babar, another exciting talent. We're going to wait and see if ever so there is any kind of movement under the lights. Yeah, so far it's coming out of the bat pretty nicely. other end, he didn't mind to bat first. And I think they would be wanting to put a score up somewhere around 180, 190, because really it's such a good track to bat on. There's no demons as of such, and that's what we saw even in the first encounter. Karwan CC, they were on the verge of surpassing the 200 mark and clinching victory by 30 runs over Gems Education. Some swing on offer, it's been punched nicely. They got a whitish extra cover in position, so quite a strange field tactic. You don't really see that much often when a bowler bowls the first over of the innings, of the match rather. And also they've got a whitish third man as well. And he's bringing the ball in towards the right-handers. Let's see if the plan works. Fahad Nawaz on the other end. Good to see that he's off the mark. Another power hitter, really can tear the bowling apart when this man gets going. Oh, what a shot by Fahad Nawaz. And how do you even do that? A lot of arrogance, a lot of charisma, a lot of finesse in the shot. Well, Fahad Nawaz, he's just picked the balls out of this one. And Shoaib Khan was absolutely stunned. Yeah, and he's just acting as... Look at that. Oh, beautifully done. Fahad Nawaz at its best. This is the Fahad Nawaz we know. And he's up and running. Yeah, this is what Fahad Nawaz really has to offer. Every time he gets off to good starts, good luck. Oh, beautifully ball. That's a very good delivery. Almost passing through the gate of Fahad Nawaz. Surprising him with that fuller delivery. Yeah, Shoaib Khan, he does have extra yard, extra pace he can generate. Oh, good to see Babar Ghazanfar into this playing 11. I've seen Babar Ghazanfar for the last 2 decades. He used to play a lot of 7 cricket, I remember. And he was an absolute dynamite. He can pack a punch. Good to see him still playing domestic cricket. That too at these big stages. Beautifully bowled and nicely played. Shy at the stumps. I think a cleaner pickup and the story would have been different. Nonetheless, Lexington Shotguns, they're off to a good start. It's 10 for no loss after 1. It's going to be Ubaidullah to be setting the new ball alongside Shoaib, who did well. But that 6 coming in from the blade of Fahad Nawaz, such an elegant shot. Just going with the flow, using the pace, using that angle. Because the ball was coming in towards Fahad Nawaz. And just use the pace beautifully. Quite surprising. Ubaidullah opting to bang the ball short, the very first delivery. Yeah, he's tall. He can certainly generate some extra pace, especially with the new ball. On the other end, I think it's a very good wicket to bat on, really. So if ever so, Babar Ghazanfar and Fahad Nawaz, they get their eye in the middle. Mind you, there was a big gap. They've waited for at least, I believe, 7 to 8 days. Because there was the World Junior League Under 18 happening here. What a tournament that was. Of course, a big congratulations to Rising Stars Karwan winning the final. beating the London House Kings. That was such an absolute thriller. I was watching that game at home, of course, listening to my fellow comms, of course, Ahmed Khwaja. He was doing a brilliant job alongside Mudassir. A huge shout out, of course, to Dan. He's such a humble personality. It was great to see him as well. And it was an absolute privilege to be sharing the comm box with him. I did a few games in that tournament as well. Oh, he's missed out. Surely it was wide. There was width offered. And he had all the time in the world to really just play it anywhere towards the offside. But just could not get the timing. Yeah, I really like the way he uses his height. Ubaidullah comes in and runs in hard. And that knee doesn't really bend too much. Comes in and delivers the ball with a high arm action. Doesn't fall over. He's got good balance. Yeah, look at that. Oh, this has been pulled away. And pulled away with a lot of authority. Fahad Nawaz. He's decided to cut loose. And he's already looking in ominous form. We've already seen a maximum, and now don't ball there to him. His eyes lit up the moment he saw the short delivery. And you cannot be bowling anywhere in those areas. He is certainly going to make you pay. And this is something which Ubaidullah needs to realize and learn quickly. Need to ensure you pitch the ball slightly up towards a good length and focus on the fourth stump channel. Yeah, it's much better just marginally adjusting his length. It's a decent start here for Lexington shotguns. And this is something which I keep on saying, really. I've been calling a lot of games lately, and I have seen teams in the first 6 overs. That has been one of the concerns. What they tend to do is they try to be a little over aggressive and ambitious and play those false strokes, trying to get and accumulate as many runs as they can. But in the process, what happens is you lose wickets. That's where the problem occurs. So you need to be very smart, sensible, play a calculated knock, just like these two are playing. You can see that they're just respecting the good deliveries. They're not really trying to be over ambitious. We'll keep this conversation alive after this over. It's 17 for no loss. Walked away nicely once again. Babar Ghazanfar now joining in the act. And Shoaib Khan once again not learning from his mistakes. Can't really control which he is getting on offer. And starting off from the fourth, or rather the off stump line. That's why it's ending up somewhere around that leg stump channel. And can't be bowling there to Babar Ghazanfar. Yeah, talking about this man on your screen, I remember he used to score 100 literally in every single game on those concrete cement wickets. I'm talking about maybe 15 years back. Outside edge, but no real damage done. So it's really exciting, and I feel so happy really to see these cricketers still giving their 100%. Look at their fitness levels. Yeah, I'm not talking about you. You're a young boy, Fahad Nawaz. You've got a long way to go. But Babar Ghazanfar, yeah, he's been there. He's a old fox, I would say. He's been around the domestic circuit for a very, very long time. And yeah, yet again, he's having a great opportunity to be a part of Lexington Shotguns, one of the top sides. Now pulled away once again. And Fahad Nawaz is now literally toying with the bowlers. And Shoaib Khan yet again opting to bowl short to Fahad Nawaz. Somebody needs to go and tell that you cannot bowl there. And there's no fine leg, there's no deep square leg. So it's quite surprising that someone who's so strong in those areas and not have protection. That's what you expect. You are going to go for runs. Oh, very, very lucky. Is this Fahad Nawaz's night? You need luck to favor you at times, and on that occasion, surely inside edge on an off, they could have easily chopped back onto the stumps, but away from leg stump, and he survives. 21 in. This is good news for Lexington Shotguns. Their captain is right back in form. There was a rough patch for this man on your screen, but he is such a character that he had faith in himself. Oh, that's going to be a wide, surely. Oh, umpire took no time whatsoever to signal that as a wide. Mujahid Raza, stand-in umpire for this game. That has been the problem. Shoaib Khan, we can see that more often than not, he's been opting to bowl too short on this surface. That's not really going to work. They do have a deep square leg in position though. So maybe now Shoaib Khan can afford to bowl a short delivery. In fact, he goes for a fuller delivery. Beautifully punched. And excellent bit of running. He's worked really hard on his fitness. That's quite evident. Fahad Nawaz looks to be quite agile. Very swift when running between the wickets. Good little partnership being formed. They've already gotten the runs in this over, so I don't really think Babar Ghazanfar is going to take any unnecessary chances. Yeah, he does well. Plays it with soft hands. And will be retaining strike the next over. Excellent stuff here for Lexington Shotguns. 33 for no loss. Well, they have to do something different, and Usman Mushtaq straight away opting to bring spin into the attack pretty early in the contest. Now we're still into the fourth over. It's going to be Amin. Let's see if he can get the ball to turn under the lights. Have to wait and see as to whether the dew has arrived. Babar is very strong, mind you, against spinners. So this is going to be an exciting contest. They've got a deep mid wicket in place alongside a long on in position. So it's a 6-3 field, 6 on the offside. And they've got, in fact, now they've made another change. They've got 5 on the offside and they've got 4 towards the leg side. Yeah, you can afford to do so. Just to take your time in the center because you've already gotten the runs on the board. So you can choose and pick your deliveries wisely. Whereas on the other end, Emirates fly better. We know that they do have quality bowlers in the lineup. But the question remains to be asked whether how much will this wicket help them? So far, there's nothing happening. Yes, we saw Shoaib Khan. He was bringing the ball in, but that was off the air. He's a bowler who has the natural tendency to bring the ball in with the new ball, but after the ball will lose its shape and will become older. Then good luck. Swept away nicely. Babar Ghazanfar gets another boundary. So the runs are coming thick and fast. And the good news, it's coming from both ends. On the other end, Amin wouldn't mind this because Babar Ghazanfar trying to sweep it. The ball was onto the line of the stumps, and if ever so, he would have gone on to miss this one. I think Amin would have had a strong case to get the LBW in his favour. Yeah, I could not get underneath it. He saw it was a fuller delivery, but just could not get underneath. Also, you need to be mindful not to bowl anything away from the fourth stump channel to Fahad Nawaz. He's very strong towards the offside, especially the inside out shot. He's a master of it. I've seen a lot of Fahad Nawaz in the past, and it's been one of the backbones really for Lexington shotguns. Steps down the ground and hammers it down towards long on. That's a single, so a decent over by Amin, given only 8. It's 41 for no loss after 4. Economical first over by Ubaid. But this is going to be an exciting couple of overs because Fahad Nawaz, Babar, both of them now that they have gotten a start. So they've got their eye in the middle. This is where I believe they will try to ensure they get maximum results. Pulled away and a bit of a fumble. They've got a fielder now down there towards deep mid wicket just for Fahad Nawaz. So the idea is right. They're trying to bowl short at him and they're forcing him to play towards the deep mid wicket area. Well, we've been playing on a couple of surfaces here in this venue. So there's one on the extreme left. That one has a bit of turn, but this one, the history states that it's such a good batting wicket. That's going to be a wide, surely, yeah. You can see here that Ubaid, he saw Babar Ghazanfar trying to use his feet, and that's where he wanted to bowl it short and away from his arc. Yeah, good thinking though. In the end, it was a wide, but the idea was right because they do have a deep third man in place. So if ever so, Babar could have or would have slashed, third man fielder could have come into play. Oh, thumps it down the ground, but unfortunately cannot find the gap. So we saw just one boundary coming in the last over, and even this one, Ubaid is generating a bit of pace, but no swing whatsoever. Really, there's nothing happening out there. That is quite evident. This is where I believe the bowlers, they need to bring out their expertise into play. Where are the variations? Pulled away, and yet again, just 5 meters either way from that fielder, it would have surely gone towards the boundary. Now Babar Ghazanfar, he needs to just be a little calm, because it has been a quiet over, and as a batter you can get a bit frustrated. The runs aren't coming thick and fast. And I think this is where Ubaid, he's got a good chance to pick up. Hits it hard. Oh, he's put it down. He had minimal time to react, but he knows, hands on his knees, and this should have been taken really. Clearly you can see he wasn't expecting this to come so quick at him, and lucky escape for Babar Ghazanfar. He gets a life. Should go down as a drop chance. It's going to be a big moment in the game, because Babar Ghazanfar, another batter who, if ever so, gets to his 20-30s. I've seen him. It just gets so tough to get rid of him, and he will then try to get as many runs for his side. Oh, nicely bowled. Whiskers away from the stumps, and Fahad Nawaz has been completely deceived by that change of pace, rolling his fingers over, and clearly Fahad Nawaz did not read this one, but luckily yet again that ball was away from the stumps. Oh, what an unbelievable shot. Fahad Nawaz has thumped him down the ground, rather belted it hard. By no means that was a loose delivery. The front foot coming onto the line of the ball, and he's latched onto this one. And it's a big 6 to close out the 5th over. 50 comes up for Lexington Shotguns. Yeah, he bowled well. I mean, in the first over, didn't give many runs, especially in the power play. If you give anything below 8 runs per over, I think that's a job well done. Nicely bowled and nicely played by Babar Ghazanfar. Just maneuvering it, trying to just play these safety shots, ensure that he doesn't get carried away, because at the other end is captain. He's batting on a different planet. This is up in the air, no real control. That arm delivery, Fahad Nawaz needs to realize that there is no turn whatsoever. And Amin is a bowler who can bowl those arm deliveries. Steps down the ground. Only a single. Oh, in fact, it's been misfielded. Will allow them to come back for the second. Yeah, the way they're batting, it just reminds me as to what we saw even in the first match today, where Hamid Khan and Zohaib, they went ballistic. But after that, some exceptional bowling by Zafar Raja of Gems Education, bringing his team back into the contest. That's something which you need from Emirates fly better. Somebody, maybe the captain himself, Usman Mushtaq, of course. He too has a lot of experience on his shoulders. Has, of course, also played for the UAE national team. Long way back. Oh, this would have been very close. If ever so, it would have hit directly onto the stumps. But what a terrific over by Amin are we witnessing. Given only 4 runs, can he finish strong? Yeah, he was surely been run out. He's worked it away nicely. A boundary to close the power play, and it has gone in the favour of Lexington Shotguns. At the moment, nothing seems to be working in the favour of better. And that's a loose delivery. Too short. Drifting down the leg side, and he's helped it away for boundary. 58 for no loss after 6. Oh, what a rollicking partnership between these two. Fahad Nawaz, the captain, alongside Babar Ghazanfar, equal to the task. It's going to be Nikhil. We're going to see him for the first time. Let's see if he can get anything out of this wicket. Because so far we haven't seen anything happening. There is a bit of dew out there. So it's just going to get tougher and tougher. Yeah, Nikhil is a bowler who bowls a lot of variations, a lot of cutters, back of the hand deliveries, slow bumpers. So he's got quite a few tricks and trades under his sleeve. On the other end, Fahad Nawaz. What an opportunity for the captain, leading from the front. Set an example. Look at him. He's smiling. He's enjoying his cricket. And that is what I really like about him. Every time he comes onto bat, he just enjoys every single moment. Enjoys this game of cricket. Oh, what just happened there? And clearly we can see he wasn't ready. And Nikhil, he delivered, and this could have been a not. But why did not Fahad Nawaz get his bat onto the ball? He just stood there and kept on looking at the ball. I think he's getting old now, Fahad Nawaz. He needs to work on his reflexes. Yeah, but all is good. And maybe I think he needs some medical attention. seems to be okay, but yeah, he doesn't seem to be quite amused out there, Fahad Nawaz, and surely I think he might just need some medical attention there. Right then, yeah, it seems to be he's ready now. So is Nikhil. It's going to be a good little contest. One thing is for certain, he's woken up Fahad Nawaz. Beautifully played, playing it with soft hands. Nicely done. Yeah, good to see Nikhil and Fahad Nawaz. Played quite a few matches against each other. On the other end, Babar Ghazanfar, he's batting beautifully as well. The latest inclusion of Lexington shotguns. Oh, beautifully bowled. That is completely surprised Babar Ghazanfar. The extra bit of bounce and zip. And the carry of the surface he's gotten. Trying to come down the ground. Has he found the gap? He has. Good effort in the deep, but the ball had enough legs to go towards the boundary, and Babar Ghazanfar and Fahad Nawaz, both of them looking very dangerous. This partnership is threatening Emirates fly better at the moment. Oh, he slaps it towards cow corner. He's done well though. That was struck with some severe power. So far, no boundaries in this over. This is something which they would desire. Emirates fly better. Haven't had the best of tournaments so far. They've already lost a couple of encounters. One of them was pretty close, I remember. Oh, sharp bumper. And a long run up by Nikhil. So it's a decent over. In fact, yeah, they have gotten one boundary, so beg your pardon. 6 runs in the 7th over. Fahad Nawaz is looking in sublime touch. His objective has to be to at least first get to his 50 and then maybe think of 100. He is capable to do so. Beautifully flicked. Excellent use of the wrist. And the balance which he held in the end, Fahad Nawaz. You could see that he was always in control. Didn't really fall over. And just timing it to perfection. He knew where the fielders are. Getting another boundary to his name to close out the over. It's 68 for no loss. In comes the wily old fox, Rizwan CP, one of the most experienced cricketers UAE domestic cricket has ever produced, and of course, a man who's played a lot of international cricket as well for the UAE. So, what an inclusion for Emirates Fly Better. He's by far one of the best cricketers around the arena, around the circuit, and yeah, he does tend to enjoy his bowling as well. Watch out for the wrong one. This is going to be an exciting passage of play. Every time when Rizwan CP comes in, and if ever so he hits the pads, just keep an eye on his appealing. Beautifully played. Yeah, Rizwan CP, of course, he's got vast experience and he knows how to be bowling under these circumstances where the batters are going after you. It's not easy, by the way, to grip the ball. There is a bit of dew as well. Tossed up. Yeah, that's the wrong one. Another dot delivery. And at these kind of stages where you know that the batters are trying to charge you and trying to accumulate as many runs as they can against you, you need to be a little smart, and you won't want somebody like Rizwan CP to be in your side. Alongside this man, Usman Mushtaq, I would want him to really come from the other end. You would want two experienced campaigners to be bowling in tandem. And what I really like about Rizwan CP, the amount of flight he has to offer to the batters. Very brave and courageous approach. Yeah, there you go. That's the flight. He's asking the question and the umpire raises his finger. This is what Rizwan CP has to offer. And that is why you need experience in your side, because these two were going along so well until this happened. That is plumb in front, and Fahad Nawaz, he knew he's under a lot of trouble until he's played a fabulous knock, a captain's innings, and he's laid the foundation, but will be gutted as he's missed out his 50. Fahad Nawaz goes for 39. It's 69 for 1. So it's Rizwan CP spinning the web, creating magic, picking up a wicket in his first over. Look at those figures. 4 balls, just a 1 run given, and already has picked up a wicket, and that too a pricey scalp. Fahad Nawaz, he was looking so dangerous out there. In comes another dangerous customer, Junaid Khan Afridi. He's in very good touch, Junaid Khan Afridi. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. And on these kind of surfaces where there's hardly anything to offer, I think he's going to enjoy his outing. Unless you pick him up early. Very aggressive intent shown by Usman Mushtaq there, opting to have a slip in place. Tossed up. Oh, he's knocked him over. Look at him go. Rizwan CP, the experienced campaigner, has gotten another wicket, and this is a big one. You cannot keep this man out of the game for long. The moment he introduced, and look what he's done. Not afraid to flight the ball, offering the batter to go for a big shot, and he has disturbed the furniture, getting another wicket. Emirates fly better will now believe they are right back into the contest. And who is it? It's Rizwan CP. Not surprising at all. Has picked up a big wicket. Junaid Khan Afridi has gone for a golden duck, and Rizwan CP is on a hat-trick. Was such an asset to have in your side, really. Of course, we know that the talent he possesses as a batter, and that's something which we have seen in the past. He's been scoring a lot of runs for his team, but now all eyes on his bowling. He was introduced when the batters were all after him, They were going after the bowlers, and Rizwan CP, the moment he was introduced into the attack, he's picked up 2 out of 2. It's a hat-trick delivery. Oh, beautifully done. Just a touch short, but this is brilliant by Rizwan CP, picking up 2 wickets and bringing his team right back in the contest. It's 70 for 2 after 8. It's going to be Nikhil to continue. What a tremendous last over we witnessed. Rizwan CP picking up 2 important wickets. First, of course, the captain. Then that was a big one. Junaid Khan Afridi, a man who has been in a very good form lately. But today it was Rizwan CP getting the better of him. Nasir Faraz, he's having a great run as well in this tournament. He's been scoring quite a few runs lately. So you'd want Nasir Faraz to stay out there in the middle. Yeah, Nikhil, if ever so he does not pick up a wicket, or if ever so he goes for runs, I think Usman Mushtaq could be a good option to come and bowl from the pavilion end. Because the leg side is the longer part of the ground, and he's a bowler. It's a right arm finger spinner, will bring the ball in towards the right handers. Rizwan CP, of course, we saw how beautifully he bowled. So maybe 2 spinners could be bowling in tandem. The fast bowlers, they haven't found much success so far in this innings. Yeah, beautifully played. Intentionally just opening the face of the bat and guiding it towards third man, getting 2 more runs. It's always such a good feeling, really, when you come out to bat and you get off the mark straight away. Because there are a few nerves. You're a bit nervous when you come out to bat, especially if all of a sudden 2 to 3 wickets fall, because you're sitting comfortably in the dugout thinking, right, we are 70 odd for no loss. The team is going so well. You are just in the dugout, passing out a few jokes, having a good laugh, and then all of a sudden you just check the scorecard and you see that 2 to 3 wickets have fallen, and then you all of a sudden need to have to go inside and face the music. Nicely done. That's a good delivery. The moment those 2 wickets have fallen, we haven't seen a boundary come in. No boundary in the last over, and Nikhil too is doing a decent job. Babar is still hanging. 28 and 23. Looked quite confident since the time he's made his way in the middle. Yeah, nicely played, but there was an element of risk involved. Playing it across the line. Gets only a single. So quiet 9th over so far. Babar Ghazanfar, what does he do? Well, knowing Babar Ghazanfar for a very long time, I think he'll just continue the onslaught. That's the way he plays, really. So he'll keep looking to get boundary every now and then. And ensure he doesn't play out many dot deliveries, rather. Oh, that was a wild hoik. And all of a sudden now, Emirates fly better. They are doing a decent job with the ball. 75 for 2. Rizwan CP to continue. What a tremendous first over. 2 wickets to his name already and was so miser. Gave only 2 runs. And now he's bowling to someone who really fancies his chances against spinners. Faraz, Nasir Faraz. He's very strong towards the leg side. Even if you bowl anything marginally full, he will look to hit you downtown straight in the V region. And also Rizwan CP is one of those characters, he doesn't really like to go for many runs. So you need to be on your toes and ensure you don't misfield when he is in operation. Oh, what just happened there? That one kept really low, and no surprise, it has beaten everyone. So that's surely going to be called as a wide. Yeah, that was a delivery, if ever so. This was pitched on the 5th stump line on the offside. That's where it could have been very tricky. Nicely bowled. He's getting a bit of assistance from the surface, and that's all because he is allowing the ball to flight. And I've seen most of the bowlers, ever so, when they try to bowl too quick, you won't really find much success in gripping and turning the ball. Very swift action of Rizwan CP. Very pleasing to the eye. Beautifully bowled. And even Babar Ghazanfar, he knows that he's facing the lights of somebody like Rizwan CP. So he's being very careful and cautious in his approach. Yeah, if it's a loose delivery, he will latch onto it. Otherwise, he is going to be extremely careful against Rizwan CP. Punched only a single. This is turning out to be a good little comeback by Emirates Fly Better. Oh, how did this Mr. Sams? That was literally a replica of what we saw a couple of deliveries ago. And that's exactly what I was mentioning. I remember I said that if ever so, was that 5th stump line, then what? Then this. Oh my word, that was very close. Rizwan CP could not believe his luck. He thought that he has passed through the gates, but so lucky. All of a sudden now, this wicket, you can see that it's on the slower side. And Rizwan CP, an experienced campaigner, can now, after the drinks break or during the drinks break, beg your pardon, can speak to his spinners and tell them to just slow down a touch. There is something in this wicket. You've been bowling too quick, but look, the moment I've allowed the ball to flight and give a bit of loop, there is quite a bit of turn on offer. That's the one which goes away. So nicely done. Excellent bit of fielding. It's a good little recovery phase for Emirates Fly Better. 84 for 2 after 10. And the players will take drinks. Right then, back after the drinks break. Good to see that Babar Kazanfar, he's still out there. He lost his captain early on, but he's ensured that he holds one end. And good to see even Nasif Razi is off to a good start. So still, I believe Lexington shotguns, they are at a better position. Yes, Rizwan CP's done well, but there was so much damage already been made in the power play. Nikhil to continue, hasn't bowled all that bad. Will continue. That's going to be a wide, just a polite inquiry, and excellent take behind the stumps. Mujahid was the captain, the umpire, beg your pardon, called it right. And yeah, hats off to these umpires. Really, they've been making some excellent calls. Of course, Mujahid Raza has been around the domestic circuit. He's been umpiring a lot of games and hardly gets anything wrong. Well, this is skied up in the air. Who wants it? It's the captain Usman Mushtaq, safe as a house. And you don't expect somebody like Usman Mushtaq to drop these catches. So you could see that the frustration was mounting on Babar Ghazanfar, and this was a nothing shot really. He's just thrown away his wicket. And a shot out of frustration. Excellent take in the end. And Babar Ghazanfar has to go back after scoring 31. It's 85 for the loss of 3. One thing is for quite certain that they have so many talented cricketers in their side. And this man is none too less. Usman Pandit. I have seen this boy. My oh my, he can pack a punch. He is such a consistent performer, Usman Pandit. And what he ensures that he's very consistent with his run scoring. It's not that he will get you 50 and then he fails for 3 to 4 games. Every time I remember I see him, he come out to bat. Out of 5 games, at least he will score in 4. He's such a talented, right-handed, stylish, elegant cricketer. Has come out to a situation where his team is 3 down. Yeah, straight away gets off the mark. A very busy cricketer. By no means I'm going to call him a power hitter or use such kind of sentences. He's a proper technically sound cricketer. And when required to do so, he shifts gears. So good to see Usman Pandit back into this side. They needed somebody like Usman Pandit to come and steady the ship and play a vital role in the middle order. Nasir Faraz on the other end, he's taking his time in the center. Another batter who can seriously tonk the ball out of the park. He's not very big in stature for Nasir Faraz, but he can really strike the ball hard. Alongside this man as well, Usman Pandit. Nikhil on the other end, he's done well. On a wicket where there's not much to offer, Nikhil has bowled his heart out and still is bowling exceptionally well. Oh, the commentator's curse has gotten into him. Usman Pandit, it took him only one delivery, just a one delivery sighter, and then he said, that's enough. It's a short delivery and crack. He's helped it towards the fine leg using the pace of Nikhil. And the flurry of the bat, just going with the flow, the momentum was in his favour. And that is the reason I was praising this boy, Usman Pandit. And one thing is quite visible, he's also lost a lot of weight. So worked hard at his fitness. Oh, very close. Quick single. And just falling over. Yeah, so he's really worked hard at his fitness. He's given 100% to this game. And Lexington shotguns being a very important inclusion. Usman Pandit, yeah, could have chopped back onto the stumps, but the keeper could not really balance himself whilst throwing the ball towards the non-striker's end. It's a dot delivery to close out the 11th over. 94 for 3. Yeah, marshalling his troops out there. Rizwan CP ensuring his field is aligned. Does not want any errors in the field. Now this is going to be a good contest. Usman Pandit, who's in an ominous form, is going to be facing the likes of Rizwan CP. This is one contest I'm looking forward to. He has a deep square leg alongside a deep mid wicket. Long on, long off, and a wideish deep cover. Yeah, nice little punch. You can see he's trying to bowl the slider, trying to ensure he gets something out of this wicket. Rizwan CP, of course, we know he's got a lot of variations. Yeah, this is very smart bowling. He's not offering any pace whatsoever. So even if there is room to cut towards the point region, you really need to generate a lot of power. You need to go deep down the crease, use the crease, and then you need to cut it really hard. So it makes it so difficult for a right-handed batter to play those shots. Now this is a loose delivery, but has he gotten away with it or has he not? Oh, good fielding. I think he's done well. He's certainly saved a couple of runs for his side, but look at this. Rizwan CP, he's not happy. And that's exactly what I was mentioning early on, that stuff in the deep, and straight away he wasn't happy. Do not want to be leaking runs when he is in operation. Don't do that. Yeah, that's a perfect delivery. This is exactly what I'm saying. You need to generate a lot of power, and Nasser is playing a bit too early. If ever so, he can just go down the crease, go more deep, and then try to cut it, or even maybe go down deep and try to hit towards the deep mid wicket. Those short arm jabs, which Nasser is pretty much famous for. But for now, he's just persisting to play it with a straighter bat. They're going for the second. Oh, he's fuming. Look at Rizwan CP go. And I completely understand. And I will back him there because it's really a casual effort in the deep. Very ginger out there in the field. And you really need to support your bowlers at times. When he's bowling his heart out, he's giving his 100%. Can't just allow them to take these doubles so easily. Need to rush onto the ball and literally strolling onto the last one. Tossed up, beautifully bowled, and only a single, so another economical over comes to the end, and the 100 comes up for Lexington Shotguns after 12. Well, the stage is now set. I think Nasir Faraz and Usman Pandit will look to shift gears. They've already gotten a start. They've gotten their eye in the middle, especially Nasir Faraz. Usman, he's just walked to the middle and he's already gotten 6 from his blade. Oh, outside edge, and or is it not? They're asking the question. There was some deviation after he played this shot. This is going to be an interesting replay though. There's a lot of room offered, and yeah, I think it just was away from the bat. So good decision yet again. Shoaib Khan being reintroduced into the attack pretty early in the contest. Usman Mushtaq, he's holding himself back. He bowled so well in the first match, I remember, against Southern District Cricket Academy, but today he's persisting to just hold himself back. Now that is a beautiful shot. It's a glorious stroke. Was always in control, Nasir Faraz. And yet again, just using the pace. And the key to get the boundary in that shot was he let the ball come to him. And then just that minimal gap between the two, and how he's threaded it beautifully, getting a boundary to his name. So the plan to bring Shoaib Khan, let's see if this works in their favour. It's been quite expensive, 30 runs. And still 4 more deliveries to go. Strikes it hard. Usman Pandit and Nasir Faraz, these two, if ever so they go on to stitch up a partnership, then there is a high possibility they will surpass 180 or even 190. Two very, very destructive batters on the other end. Emirates fly better. Their objective has to be to try to ensure they go for the variations. We haven't really seen any slow bumpers. That is such a useful delivery. Having a third man and fine leg in the circle. Balls Fuller, beautifully ball. That's a good delivery. Bowling according to his field. The idea was right. Usman, you can see what he was trying to do. He was just trying to open the face of the bat, and knowing the point, of course, is in the circle alongside the third man. Wanted to play it over the fielder's head. I think there was an opportunity because it was way too wide. Shoaib. The length was perfect, but the line was an issue. If you can bowl the same length with this field. In fact, now they've made a change in the field. They've got a deep third man alongside mid-off in place. So watch out for a sharp bumper. Oh, this is slashed away. And nicely done. Good thinking. Having the deep third man and then opting to bowl slightly short. And almost could have picked up a wicket. So having a deep point alongside a deep third man, you would expect him to bowl a bit short and wide towards the offside channel. Nothing towards the leg side. Yeah, that's a perfect delivery. It's a dot to close out the 13th over. It's 106 for 3. So finally we're going to see the captain Usman Mushtaq. He's introduced himself into the attack pretty late in the contest. And that too against the likes of Usman Pandit and Nasir Faraz. who love to play against spin, especially a right arm finger spinner who will bring the ball in towards him. They will really fancy their chances to play towards the long one, towards the deep mid wicket, towards the cow corner. So this is going to be an exciting passage of play. 5 fielders on the offside and 4 on the leg side. Yeah, right on the money. Usman Mushtaq, of course, very experienced campaigner. Yeah, it's a good start. The first delivery was right on target. Yeah, nicely done. Once again, in control, just ensuring that it doesn't really take any unnecessary chances against Usman. So, smart approach so far. What I really like about Usman Mushtaq, the captain, that he really reads the batter right till the end. And then delivers. Singles isn't going to be a problem, but I think now these batters, they need to make a move on. What looked like a score, it will go somewhere 190 or even 200 the way they started off, but then there's one CP coming in and really has turned the table. If ever so they can pick up a wicket or two, Emirates fly better should believe they've got a serious chance of beating Lexington Shotguns. Because Lexington Shotguns, of course, we know they're a quality side, but Emirates fly better, they've got quality batters in the lineup. Of course, Usman Mushtaq himself, Irfan Arif, what an inclusion. If he gets going in the next innings, there will be fireworks. Nicely done. Now this is one privilege which Emirates fly better have, is to have 8 overs, I believe, from Usman Mushtaq alongside Rizwan CP. 2 very, very experienced campaigners. They've been here in the UAE for a very long time now. They know these venues inside out. This is high up in the air, and that is an extraordinary stroke by Nasir Faraz. That whip, and Usman Mushtaq is not happy. Yeah, the fielding has certainly let them down. That is for certain. It's a one bounce by the umpire. But yeah, it was too full and also offered a lot of pace. And yeah, he's right, Usman Mushtaq. That's not the best of efforts. It's 111 for 3. But no real signs of dew so far, so that's good news for Lexington Shotguns, because they've got some quality spinners in the lineup, of course, Mujahid, and then alongside, of course, Fahad Nawaz, the captain. I hope he bowls. Hasn't been bowling lately. And it's going to be Shoaib Khan to bowl out his last over. Outside edge. And the ball does have enough legs to pass the deep third man fielder. Yeah, it's one of those evenings where nothing seems to be going in your favor. And Shoaib Khan, he's been all over the place, playing the ball. And yeah, there was a nothing delivery, really. Gets a boundary. Something's going on with the bats, really. After every over, we're seeing a bat being changed. I didn't. It's not for us. It's just not happy with the grip with the bat. That's the third time I'm seeing them changing a bat after every over. At times it can be frustrating for the fielding team. Oh, what a massive hit! It's a monstrous hit. Forget about this one. This is not coming back. It's gone to the roads outside the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. And this is one reason I was praising this man on your screen. That is what he is capable of. Shot and bang. Long, high, handsome. And it's gone into the outer space. New balls, please. What a thunderous hit by this man on your screen, Usman Pandit. Such a dangerous character, really, when he comes out to bat. Can literally tear the bowling apart. Not to forget, on this very second delivery when he faced, he got a maximum to his name. Under pressure is Shoaib. Oh, that's in the air, and yet again, a poor effort. And who is it this time? I think it's the captain himself to be blamed. It was Usman Mushtaq, but it was aerial. But look, elegance and the balance, never overstriding. And yeah, it was a tough one though. But it's turning out to be a massive over. 4 followed by a 6. Then again, getting a boundary to his name. Yeah, what an entertaining knock are we witnessing. Surprising with the short deliveries. Looking at the umpire, yeah, it's gotten away with it. So a rare dot delivery. Well, they needed this over because we saw 3 quiet overs when Rizwan CP and Usman Mushtaq bowled a lovely last over. But then the move to bring Shoaib, really, they could have gone for a different option. At times, your bowlers, they aren't having the best of evenings. And he's been put under the fire, under the pump, under the radar of these two. And it's turned out to be a massive over. 48 runs have been conceded. And that's never a pleasant sight for any bowler in the world. Yeah, this is the delivery which I was discussing as to the fast bowlers haven't really gone for the slow bumpers. And single to close out an expensive over. It's 132 for 3. Both the batters are well settled. Usman Pandit raced on to 31 in just 16 deliveries. What an opportunity for him to get 100 alongside, not 100, you never know, but a 50. That should be his first objective. And then you never know, Usman Pandit, he is a batter who can just go berserk and strike 3 to 4 maximums in one single over. I've seen it in the past. Beautifully ball. That's a very good delivery. Usman Mushtaq. Usman to Usman. It's a good little battle between these two. Nasir Faraz. Not too sure if any kind of advice is required. Usman Pandit is batting beautifully at the moment. Oh, he's hit it hard, but straight into the hands of the fielder. And it's Irfan Arif, one of the most safest fielders in the house. He's one of the best fielders. And Irfan Arif, with his caliber, he is not going to drop those. I've seen him taking some fine catches in his career. And for him, this was a piece of cake. And he's grasped it and has made no mistakes. But what an innings from Usman Pandit, 31, and a valuable 31 for his side. New batter walks in. It's going to be Faisal Beg. Usman Pandit playing a very handy knock for his team. Nasir Faraz on the other end. If they can go on to pick his wicket, they can easily restrict them below 170 or nicely ball. That's a very good delivery. And the question remains to be asked. Now this is the 16th over. I'm not too sure who's going to be bowling the 17th. So is Usman Mushtaq going to be bowling the 18th over? Oh, very close to the off stump. Not too sure what Faisal is trying to achieve here by playing these reverse sweeps. And almost losing his wicket. Yeah, how did this miss the off stump? That's a very good delivery by quality bowler Usman Mushtaq. Not too sure with the shot selections though. Oh, this is heaved away towards the deep square leg region. That's much more like it. Usman Mushtaq is not very happy with the last delivery he's bowled and spoiling his over. And Faisal going down on one knee and hammering it. That's a very good stroke. One bounce into the fence to close out the over. It's 134 for 4. Amin has been reintroduced into the attack. Ball well in the first spell. But now Nasir Faraz. Can he convert this 24 into a big one? Short delivery, cut away. Has he found the gap? No. 2 more runs added to the tally. Yeah, they need to ensure they get somewhere around 180, 185. Because if you talk about MS Flybetter, they've got some quality batters in the lineup. Usman Mushtaq himself, Yasit Abikun, Afkar, Rizwan CP, Omar Shah can bat as well. And then Nabil Arshad. That's cut away nicely, beautifully done. Carved it to perfection. Nasir Faraz has raced on to 30. He's playing a calculated innings for his team. That was a proper cricketing stroke. Letting the ball come to him and then nicely cutting it into the gap. Nobody really moved. It's gone for a boundary. And also, of course, then they have the likes of Irfan Arif. He's an absolute dynamite of a batter of Emirates Flybetter. What an inclusion. Not too sure if he was unfit. That could be the only reason, because he's one of the backbones for Emirates Flybetter. That's been punched away nicely, but this time will be cut off. It's turning out to be quite a handy over. A couple of runs yet again. So 8 in the first 3. Can they make it count? Can they make this, or rather convert this into a big over? It's not bowling in the right areas, I believe. He's bowling too quick and also too short. Look at that. Has he gotten away with it? It's going to be a long chase though. Another 2 runs. $20 more deliveries. How many can they get more in 20? But if they want 200, that's 52. Possible in the modern era of cricket, and possible if Faisal and Nasir Faraz, they stay right till the end. Beautifully bowled. Oh, it's been given as a wide. Idea was right. Was trying to bowl away from his arc, because Nasir Faraz is eyeing to play towards the leg side, towards the shorter part of the ground. Yeah, good bit of fielding. That's what they require. This is something which has been missing in the field. That's certainly let them down today. We've seen them leak a few runs. 150 comes up and still 3 more overs to go. So now that 185, 190 surely is in their minds. And also 200. That is achievable. This is struck very, very hard. And he's found the gap yet again. Yeah, he's a powerful bloke. Can certainly pack a punch. And it's turned out to be quite expensive over. I was hit with some power. No real chance for the fielder in the deep. It's 154 for 4. Singles isn't going to be a problem for MS Flybetter, but really, Usman Mushtaq has done well. My only concern was he came to ball too late. He's a bowler who does have the tendency to pick up wickets. And that is what was required at one stage, but he came on to ball quite late. And now he's bowling in the 18th over. Spinners bowling the last 3 to 4 overs can always be so tricky. You could go for quite a lot of runs. Amin did in the last over he bowled. And this time he has found the connection. This is the 3rd time. It's a 3rd attempt by Faisal. He was trying to play this shot quite often. Twice beaten, but this time he found the connection. He's got a lot of bat on this one. Yeah, smart. There's only one fielder in that area. And that too, he was quite square. Does that again, a replica of it, but straight to the fielder, only a single. Just the last 15 more deliveries to go, and you can now see the urgency coming in. They're trying to hit every ball out of the park, and rightfully so. Now this is high up in the air. Oh, he's put it down. That was an easy chance, and Usman Mushtaq, he is not happy. Cannot any chances to the batters of Lexington shotguns. They will surely make you pay. Yeah, should have been taken really. Just could not hold on to it. Swept away nicely. There is a fielder. Only a single. So just one boundary in this over. If he doesn't concede a boundary in the last delivery, I think he's done well. Usman Mushtaq. He's got one more over to bowl. Is he going to bowl the 20th over? Time will tell. Is he brave enough to bowl the 20th over? This is a biggie. It's a humongous hit by Nasir Faraz. What an innings are we witnessing. He's raced on to 42 in no time. This is a big six. Going down on one knee and just using the pace. Usman Mushtaq bowling too quick. Finishing off the over in style. It's 168 for 4. Nikhil, he's done well. He's picked up an important wicket, but now this is a big job to be coming in bowling in the penultimate over. Now both the batters are set. Nasir is on the verge of scoring a half century alongside Faisal Baig since he's walked in. He's been finding the sweet spot of his bat, getting important runs for his side. Coming around the wicket. Oh, that is a horrid delivery. The keeper, he's done an exceptional job. Otherwise, this would have been easily 5 wides, 5 extras. That was a nothing delivery really, because he's got the fine leg in the circle, the third man in the circle. And need to be so precise with this field. This is skied up in the air. And yet again, another one goes down. It just sums up the story this evening for MS Fly Better. MS Fly Better, they need to do better in the. This is really not good cricket. This should have been taken. An easy chance. He had all the time in the world to really come underneath the ball, and he just dropped the catch in front of Rizwan CP, and he wasn't amused. So 29 more for 211 deliveries. 2 big hits. And certainly it's possible. Yeah, that's the first one. This is gone high up into the night sky for a biggie. Faisal Baig can seriously strike the ball. He's belted this one. Dispatched. That's out of here. Maximum. And yeah, we're going to have new ball because that one is not coming back. Nikhil once again charging in. Faisal has gotten the first 6. Now this is hammered towards the extra cover. Oh, what a shot. He's enjoying his outing out there since the time he's walked in. He's taken the charge and he's only dealing in boundaries and maximums. And yet again, he's found a pretty solid connection on this one. Gets another boundary to his name. Nikhil, he bowled well in the first spell, but this over, it's already very costly. 14 runs in the first 3 deliveries. Oh, that's nicely disguised, deceiving Faisal, taking all the pace of why didn't they bowl these deliveries? I just keep on asking this question. It's such a difficult delivery to really get away with it. And I honestly, this is the second time I'm seeing anybody bowl a slower bumper. Otherwise, it has been full, either too short, been wavered. Just hasn't been the best of evenings for Emirates Fly Better. Now this is up in the air. Is this a chance? Oh, that's really not good. Surely after this innings, Usman Mushtaq will want to have a word with his teammates. You need to make up your mind whether to go for the catch or to stop the boundary. And I think he just got double-minded in the end. Wasn't sure if he should be going for the catch or stopping the ball to go towards the boundary. Hammered! Make that another 6 in this over. Nasir Faraz gets to his 50 in style. And what celebration. Brilliant scenes out there. And a well-deserved 50 for Nasir Faraz yet again, proving as to what this man is made of. And that's 6. Yeah, good to see the senior statement, Rizwan CP congratulating him. And why not? When you see these youngsters shine on these big occasions, it's 190 for 4. Well, can Ubaid handle the pressure? He did well. He's not going to be bowling out because it's the last over. So Faisal and Nasir, the problem is that runs are coming from both ends. Now that 200 is surely on the cards. They need only 10 runs. It was a massive last over. A lot of runs were looted. And Nikhil was all over the place. Didn't really know in which areas to bowl to either of these two batters in the middle. It's the last over. And cuts it away with a lot of power and precision. 32 in 12 deliveries. This is such an important and valuable knock he's played. Came out when there weren't many overs left, and yet again that is not the best of deliveries. A lot of room offered. That's something you would not want to do against the likes of Faisal or Nasir Faraz. 194, it's a very big total. And still 5 more legal deliveries to go. They're making a few changes in the outfield, but It's just not working in their favor. They're literally toying around with this field. And now they've got a third man in the circle. The square leg now goes deep. Cuts it hard yet again. And does well, but yeah, it's okay. You can just take a single. Doesn't really matter because you've got Nasser Faraz at the other end. If ever so, there was a batter who bats low down the order. If you're batting at the tail end, then surely Faisal would have come back for the second. But on the other end, it's the dynamite on your screen. Nasser Faraz, what an innings, 15, just 32, and he's not done yet. He wants more. He's hungry for runs. Can he bring a 200 with a maximum to his name? That's an outside edge. Oh, it's gone past the fielder. Another boundary. They're short of answers. They're stunned here, MS Flybetter. At one, they did come back into the contest, but then since these two arrived, it's just been absolute carnage. Sixes galore. It has been one-way traffic. What a brilliant innings by these two in the middle. Faisal, he had absolutely no time whatsoever to get his eye in the middle, so we need to give him a lot of credit to straight away just to get into the act. He tried to play those reverse sweeps initially, where he didn't find much success, but then once he started to play proper cutting strokes, he's been unbelievable. That's been slashed away. They're coming back for the second. Nasir Faraz is lightning quick between the stumps. Makes it comfortable in the end. In fact, they are thinking to come back for the third. That's all happening out there. Right smile on the face of Faisal. So this is now the highest score for any team to bat first and achieve this. It's 201. It was first 190 by Z Sports. And now it's Lexington Shotguns who have scored the highest runs in this tournament. And still they're not done. 2 deliveries to go. This is an outside edge. And the ball surely will find the fence. Fortune favouring the brave and Ubaid. He's got a smirk on his face. He knows, what do I do? Where do I ball? Nothing seems to be working in my favour. I've done everything. And yet again, whatever is coming out of the blade of this man on your screen is going towards the boundary. Last delivery. Where does he go? Yeah, they seem to be quite flat out there. MS Flybetter, they know this is a massive target. It's the highest score of this tournament already. Oh, sheer power! And that arrogance. A no-look shot by Nasir Faraz. Making Saim Ayub proud. What a hit and what a way to finish off this innings. Oh, this boy is special. And he is one prospect for the future. What an exciting innings have we witnessed. And it has been pure entertainment, and it's been provided by that man walking on your screen. Absolutely brilliant. We're playing a handy knock as well. Junaid missing out today, but then Usman Pandit came in and went absolutely berserk. Until Nasir Faraz and Faisal Berg, they had different plans. They tore the bowling apart. And they have achieved the highest score in this tournament, which is 211. It's a massive target that they've set. It has been a tough outing for the bowlers. Usman Mushtaq, I think he did extremely well. Rizwan CB, why didn't he bowl that last over? That was quite surprising. He picked up 2 wickets. And a horrid evening for Shoaib, Ubaidullah and Nikhil. They went for plenty. What a shot this was. I think it was a shot of the night. Just kept on hitting the boundaries and ensured he lays the platform. Was a bit expensive in his first spell. And then it was Rizwan CP trapping Fahad Nawaz, and then back-to-back wickets. They were right back in the game, but a few lucky escapes. The ball did keep low more often than not, but Usman Pandit, what a knock he played, came out with an intent, and then these two, Faisal Beg and Nasif Raz, went absolutely berserk, and sixes galore. There were a lot of boundaries and maximums hit. Right then, we're going to dive into a short little break, and once we are back, it will be MS Fly Better who will be chasing this mammoth target. Stay tuned. Well, first innings done and dusted. Lexington Shotguns have posted a massive total of 211 and allotted 20 overs. What a brilliant partnership between Nasir Faraz and Faisal Beg. And on your screen is a powerhouse, Irfan Arif. If you would want to chase this down, you would want somebody like Irfan Arif. Chases on. Oh, nicely played. What a beautiful shot by Irfan Arif. Just a simple push, and the timing did the rest. Yeah, he's a class act, really. Irfan Arif. He's been around the domestic circuit for a very, very long time. He has vast experience on his shoulder. Look at that glorious stroke. And elegance pouring out of the blade of Irfan Arif. Look at him. He's an absolute beast. He is an absolute destructive machine, is Irfan Arif. And we could be in for a lot of fireworks. I have seen it in the past. And that's what they want. Strikes it hard, but straight to the fielder. Yeah, he too is one of those players, Irfan Arif, who's played a lot of cricket on those concrete cement wickets. Another batter who's been around the circuit for a very, very long time. He's quite experienced and really is a threat to Lexington Shotguns. If ever so, he stays in the first 6 overs. He's really going to make the bowlers work hard to pick up his wickets. And he'll constantly look to score runs now. That's a good delivery, Wali. We know he can generate a lot of pace. Yeah, Irfan Arif, he's got it. Look at him. He knows that he's missed out on that one. That was a short delivery. Oh, wow. Now, that's quite surprising. Did I just see Fahad Nawaz behind the stumps? So he's donning the gloves today. That is quite surprising. We know he's such a talented batter, of course. We've seen him bowl quite often. He's an absolute live wire in the field. And now, I just got to know he can keep the gloves as well. That's good to see. Multi-talented is Fahad Nawaz. Nicely played. Straight away gets off the mark with a single. Yasit Abekun, another very talented, stylish batter. Yeah, really, if they ever have the slightest of chances to be even getting close to this target, they need to go big. Junaid Afridi on your screen. Missed out today, was unlucky, was bowled on the very first delivery he came on to bat. Got that inside edge and unfortunately just chopped back onto the stumps. Short delivery, pulled away. Oh, what a stroke yet again by Irfan Arif. That's his second boundary in this over. He's certainly just ensuring that anything loose, anything short is going to go after the bowling. And Wali needs to learn this very quickly that you cannot be bowling short to Irfan Arif. He's a very strong striker of the ball. He's a strong bloke as well. Look at those shoulders. Look at those forearms. He is an athlete. He's Irfan Arif. Oh, he's missed out. I think he had an opportunity, but the ball ever so slightly just held into the surface and never really arrived. It's 11 for no loss after 1. Yeah, it's a positive start here for MS Flybetter. They need to fly high in the first 6 overs. Try to get somewhere around 60, 70 odd runs because they're chasing more than 200. 212 is what they need. So these 6 overs are going to be super important for them. Straight away, Fahad Nawaz has decided to introduce spin. It's going to be Sunny to be showing the new ball. Oh, there was some turn on offer, but it's going towards the boundary. I don't really think the ball has enough legs, or has it? It's going to be wides, or it's going to be runs. We'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire. I think it has come off his bat. One thing is something which I'm pretty much sure that Sunny is going to enjoy his outing every time he's looking to bowl to a left-handed batter, because that's where he will take the ball away from him. And he is a bowler who does tend to get a bit of grip off the surface, get a bit of assistance and turn on offer. So it's going to be an exciting passage of play. A few changes have been made, rightfully so, because now that you've got a left-hander on the strike, they have a packed leg side field. And that's something which he would want, really, Sunny. He would want Yasita Abikun to play across the line. Well, they saw the first innings where Rizwan CP, his ball, more than offer, it just did not bounce. Pitching and kept way low. Oh, turn on offer. He's asking the question, but he's gone away with it. I personally haven't really seen much of Sunny, but he's got a nice little action, and he can turn the ball. That is that was a very close call. Beautifully done. This is a perfect start here for Sunny. Love the pace at which he's bowling as well. Can certainly give a lot of revs on the ball. Yeah, so far the battle has been won by Sunny. This is exactly what he's enticing and inviting him to do. To play with a cross-batted shot. There is protection in the deep. They've got long on, they've got deep mid-wicket. They've got a square leg in position which is in the field, and they've got a fine leg as well. So quite a lot of protection towards the leg side. Oh, he's knocked him over. Sunny having the last laugh, and you can see Yasita was yet again trying to play across the line, which I clearly mentioned is not going to be the right option, especially against the right of Sunny. And he literally had a plan in his mind, and execution has been perfect. Look at Fahad Nawaz, the captain. He knows this is a big wicket. And Yasita Abikun goes after scoring just the 1 run. It's 14 for 1. In comes another experienced campaigner. It's going to be Rizwan CP. He had a decent outing with the ball. So 2 experienced cricketers out there in the centre. Irfan Arif and alongside Rizwan CP. Irfan is off to a flyer, 13 in 6 deliveries. And I think this was a very good move. Somebody with the caliber of Irfan Arif, you would always want to send him to open, because he is such a fierce striker of the ball and can really take the bowling apart. We saw glimpses as to what he could do in the first over. And another bowling change, so it's going to be Tahir Zaman to bowl his first. And nicely bowled and equally well played. Irfan Arif is a complete cricketer. Yeah, remember back in those days, Irfan Arif, he was such a useful bowler as well. And my oh my. Well, I like his batting and his bowling, but he was a gun fielder. Even in that era where there wasn't much grass, there used to be grounds here in the UAE where the pitches were concrete, cement wickets, and it was desert all around you. And he used to just dive and throw himself around into the sand. He used to take those 100 blinders. Oh my word, I remember. He was an absolute live wire. Now this is up in the air and almost getting the better of Rizwan. He wasn't in control though, but for a moment his heart would have been in his mouth, cause the third man was in the circle. So streaky way to get off the mark, but he will take it with both hands. Yeah, he's time and time proven what he's made of, Rizwan CP, and has been serving for the UAE cricket for a very, very long time in the past. Has been or had been rather scoring a lot of runs for the UAE national side, and good to see he's still as fit as he was. In fact, he's developed a new skill, and that is his bowling. So adds another value. Such an asset really to have in your side. Rizwan CP. Oh, missed out. Irfan, he knew that that wasn't the best of deliveries. It was short. It was in his area. He's very strong if you bowl anything short to him. But he would be gutted. He knows he missed out. That's a must-win game, mind you, for Lexington shotguns. Emirates fly better. Well, their qualification scenarios is pretty much out of the window. But talking about Lexington shotguns, this is such a vital game for them, because they've already lost one early on in this tournament. So this is a big game for them. They are at the moment at the driving seat, having an upper hand in this game, because they've posted a mammoth target. And also, I think they do have a great chance. Well, Emirates fly better, they do bat deep as well. But when you score more than 200, you always have a chance to win the game and win by a big margin. Improve your net run rate. Oh, what a classical back foot punch. And surely it deserves to be going towards the boundary. If ever so somebody can produce this kind of shots, it has to be Rizwan CP. It's worth watching again and again. Look at this elegant back foot punch. And the timing behind the shot, getting full value. It's 21 for 1. Well, Sunny, he did a fine job in his first over, picking up an important wicket. Now this is going to be interesting. Sunny to Irfan Arif. And Irfan Arif wanted to hit it, or rather just make this ball disappear. I couldn't really get any timing or power. And that's all because he was trying to hit it a little too hard. On the other end, at the moment, it is Lexington shotguns in a very, very good position. Having a deep mid wicket alongside a deep long on for Sunny. Oh, the turn which he's getting an offer. That's something which has been missing throughout the day. Even in the first game, where Jim's Education, they had a game early on. There wasn't any turn on offer from their bowlers. And even Karwan Cricket Club, we didn't see any spinners spin the ball. Now this is an excellent shot. Brilliant use of the field, but full marks for the effort in the field. He's certainly saved a few runs for his team. Yeah, this is a very good contest. Sunny, a quality spinner, but Swan CP, he's none too less. He too is a fine batter, one of the best batters I believe UAE has ever produced. And he's very strong against the spinners, mind you. So this is a tough ask for Sunny. Good little battle we're witnessing between bat and bowl. Oh, that is a very good delivery. And Fahad Nawaz, he's made a meal of it. He's not a regular wicket keeper. And this should have been stumped. Beautifully bowled, tossed up, enticing him to come down the track. And yeah, just could not collect cleanly Fahad Nawaz. And Rizwan CP gets alive. Oh, that is not the best of deliveries. Was trying to fire it onto the line of the stumps, but getting the direction wrong, and has gifted 5 extras. And that's going to help the cause when you are chasing such a mammoth target. No chance really for Fahad Nawaz. That's a risky stroke to offer when you know Sunny is bringing the ball and turning the ball big in towards you. This is where trying to cut him is always going to bring a lot of risk. Oh, but this time he's nicely played it and cutting it as late as he could. What a sensible stroke this was, using the pace of Sunny and for Irfan Arif back on strike. He's still out there. So that's good news for Emirates Fly Better. He can get you quick 50, quick 60. Oh, pulled away nicely, but there is protection. Only a single to offer. Yeah, Rizwan CP's come out with an intent. He knows that a couple of quiet overs when you're chasing more than 200, it can really put you at the back foot so early in the contest. So that's why, of course, he's been sent at number 3 position, which is such an important position. And what they need to do is ensure they capitalize onto this power play. Now this has been punched away nicely. Such a charismatic cricketer is Rizwan CP. He never tried to hit this hard. Just a simple push. Really looks so stylish and elegant. But I'm just short of words. Really, I can watch that replay all day night. Excellent head position. Never really lost his balance. Didn't overstride. Let the ball come to him and then just a simple push. That's it. And look at how quickly he traveled towards the boundary. Pulled it away nicely. So good signs here for Emirates fly better. Rizwan, he's raced on to 20 in just 10 deliveries in no time. On the other end, Irfan Arif too. He's certainly up for the challenge. He's a fighter. That's for certain. He will never give up. That is what I've seen. I know quite a bit of Irfan Arif. And he will never go down without a fight. He will be taking the challenge. And that is what they need. They need runs, especially in this last 8 deliveries. If they can get another 20 to 25 runs, yeah, they need to, because the required run rate, we just do the 5th over, it's already 11 runs per over. So they need one big over. And they can do that in the power play before Mujahid Amin will be coming into the attack after 6. Well, this is high up in the air. How far has this gone? Oh, not far enough. That's a wonderful catch. He kept his calmness, kept his composure, and eyes on the ball right. And Irfan Arif, this is a big moment. It's a big wicket. We know what Irfan Arif is capable of. But he would be kicking himself. He got a lot of elevation, not the distance. But it has been an entertaining knock. He did show a lot of promise, did Irfan Arif. We'll have to go back after scoring a brisk knock for his side. It's 44 for 2. Tahir finally getting a bit of Irfan Arif, surprising with a short delivery and hurrying on to Irfan Arif. In the end, just got slightly big on him. Nikhil didn't have the best of outings really in the first innings. Now he's got a big job in his hands with the bat. That's a very good delivery to close out a successful over for Tahir. It's 44 for 2 after 5. Sunny was slightly expensive in his last over. Will be bowling the last over of the power play. Yeah, this is a battle within a battle. Sunny against Rizwan CP. So far, the battle has been won by the veteran Rizwan CP. Short delivery, he's been pummeled. What a hit! It's a gigantic hit by Rizwan CP. And Sunny, one of their backbones, is been treated as an ordinary bowler. It is that man on your screen, Rizwan CP. Look at how deep he's gone, used the crease to his advantage, and has gotten the better of Sunny, getting 6 valuable runs. 50 comes up for Emirates Fly better. We are still in the power play though. Beautifully done. That's very smart batting by Rizwan CP. He knows that you can't be taking any unnecessary risks against Sunny. Just cannot close your eyes and swing the bat hard at Sunny. He's a class bowler. And Rizwan CP, knowing that, he's just choosing his deliveries. That was a very good delivery, and what he's done, just played it with soft hands. There was a big gap towards the long one, and he's given strike to the new batter, Nikhil. Yeah, Rizwan CP will have to stay for a very long time if they need to chase this down. Spin on offer, Nikhil still cannot get off the mark. And this is what they would have wanted really, to bowl to Nikhil in this last over, because Rizwan, he can really get 22 runs in 1 over in the power play. So that's one thing they've done right, is ensured they get Rizwan CP off strike after he hit that 6 on the second delivery. Oh, lovely delivery, nicely done. Drawing the batter forward yet again and completely deceiving him. And all of a sudden now under the lights, there's quite a bit of turn this wicket is offering, and you'd already see the bowlers trying to dry the ball, so that is giving one indication that there's no dew. Still cannot get off the mark. Power play done and dusted, and I believe it's Lexington shotguns who are having an upper hand. 51 for 2. So just when you thought that you've seen off Sunny, here you go. It's Mujahid Amin. It's going to get tougher and tougher. Oh, that's close. Wrapped on the pads. And straight away, Rizwan CP just indicating that he's got some bat on this one. Yeah, there was quite visible. He did get that slight bit of inside edge. Yeah. That was very close though. But the umpire turns this one down. Good start by Mujahid. Oh, this is high up in the air. It's not gone too far. Oh, he's made a meal of it. Rizwan CP has been put down when he was batting on 27. That's something you cannot afford to do so. And in fact, I think that has really hit him hard onto chest, on his neck. I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see. It doesn't seem to be okay. That is oh, that's nasty. And that's the reason he was in a lot of pain. And I think surely he should be getting some medical attention. I hope it's not hit him anywhere near the chest area. Should be the shoulder maybe. Looks to be okay though. So Mujahid Amin creating an opportunity, but just could not hold on to it. Now this is going to be interesting. Nikhil, he hasn't opened his account, and also he's going to be facing a left arm spinner. So he'll need to really fancy his chances. He can't really leave too much to Rizwan CP. Oh, turn on offer. What's this happening now? All of a sudden this wicket, it's just turned to its head. There was no turn on offer in the first game, but now all of a sudden on the rise, yeah, that's what he's indicating, Nikhil. From where are these bowlers getting a lot of turn? Yeah, it's incredible really, and Mujahid, he will enjoy his outing 100%. He will love to bowl on this wicket. And well, he's a bowler that even if ever so there is no turn on offer, still he's economical. But in these conditions, he becomes even more threatening. Every time you'll see a dot delivery, look at how quickly that required run rate is hovering now. It's exactly 12 runs per over. So they need big overs, couple of big overs really to get back into the contest. And in the process, if they ever go on to lose a wicket or two, then it's going to be a pretty much one-sided encounter. That's struck hard, excellent bit of fielding, only a single to offer. So naturally, everything is going to be dependent. Well, I won't say everything, but most of the part will be dependent on Rizwan CP. There's a fair bit of batting left after this, but you would want Rizwan CP after getting such a good start to get important runs, playing across the line, turn on offer. It's super exciting to see spinners when they bowl in this fashion. 53 for 2 after 7. Sunny is going to be bowling his last over. It's been economical. It's picked up a wicket as well. Oh my word, the turn on offer they're getting. It's quite obnoxious really. I mean, how do you even play when the ball is turning so big? That's something which we didn't see in the first innings. Yes, Rizwan CP, he did turn one or two deliveries, but Mujahid Amin and Sunny, they're getting turn on offer on each and every single ball they have delivered. And if ever so we can bowl a bit more fuller, then it becomes more tougher. Yeah, just like that. Oh, what a nice little shot, whipped away. There was a bit of element of risk involved though, playing across the lines. If ever so he would have missed onto this one, the umpire surely would have come into play. Yeah, the lone warrior, he's fighting the battle out. Rizwan CP, one of the best bowlers in the first innings. And now, even with the bat, he's not going down with the fight. He's trying his level best. So far, he has found success. And that's the right way to play. Somebody's turning the ball. You can see he's never playing across the line. He's always looking to play with a straighter bat. These are the things which you can learn from somebody like Rizwan CP. It's such a treat to watch every time when Rizwan CP gets going. Singles isn't going to be a problem for Lexington shotguns. Quiet run rate is creeping up to 13 runs per over. They need Somebody to really raise his hand. Rizwan CP is batting beautifully. I think Nikhil, he's eaten up a lot of deliveries, and it's high time he should get into the act, because you're putting that added bit of pressure on Rizwan CP. Oh, this is cracked. That sound of the bat. Oh, he's such a powerful striker, Rizwan CP. The moment he saw it was a short delivery, he got into an excellent position. How deep he's gone to his crease, using to his advantage and getting another boundary to his name. Yeah, this has been a very entertaining knock. Rizwan CP, of course, one of the most senior cricketers here in the UAE domestic circuit. So any kids watching out there need to just watch and learn and just see the technique this man possesses. It's 60 for 2 after 8. It's going to be Mujahid to continue. Only a single. It's not looking all that good now for Emirates Fly Better. But until Rizwan CP is still out there, also alongside Nikhil, we know he's such a powerful striker of the ball. He's taking his time, but really he is a batter who can convert this 4 into a big one this evening. So much dependent on this very pair, Nikhil, alongside Rizwan CP. But this is a contest now. Mujahid once again to Rizwan CP. This is high up in the air. Who wants it? And he holds on to it. This is a big moment. They've gotten a very big pricey wicket. And it's Rizwan CP. He's played such a valuable innings for his team. But look at that. That is what they call left arm Chinaman. And easy catch. Showed a lot of promise. Gave a lot of entertainment to Rizwan CP. But just could not continue. It's the end of Rizwan after scoring 33. 61 for the loss of 3. Well, this man can seriously pack a punch. Nabil Arshad, another fierce striker of the ball. I have seen him in the past. Even in this tournament, I think he got a 50 odd, if I can recall. Now, you would need somebody like Nabil Arshad. Can strike big, and that's exactly what they need. They need big hits. And it's not going to be easy against Mujahid Amin. Yeah, that's the arm delivery. Good to see they've got a step in place. Yeah, you can afford to do so when you're all over the batters. You know, the spinners, they're turning the ball big. Yeah, clearly going down the leg. And also when you know that you're defending more than 200, it's a blessing for the captain to have close-in catches. They have a short cover. They've got a slip in place. For a new batter, I think you can always afford to have one more fielder in the circle when they come out to bat on these wickets. Oh, this is a juicy full toss, and was on the verge of being caught. Nabil Arshad. Yeah, he just couldn't believe that he received a juicy full toss. But in the end, got a bit late on it. He's disappointed because he knows that there was an opportunity to get 6 runs out of that. One. Just 3 runs coming in the 9th over. Mujahid keeping things simple in the middle. Wicket to wicket. Very disciplined. Look at that. Nicely done. Excellent delivery. And yet again, terrific over. It's the end of over number 9 is 63 for 3. Yeah, he's got a rice small on his face, and why not? Look at his figures. He's picked up a wicket and he's given only 5 runs. Excellent bowling so far. Faisal, he had a great outing early on with the bat. Came in and smashed the bowlers all over the park, and now he's got a job with the ball. It's getting very tough now. The required run rate is gone. Almost 14 runs per over, and we're just into the 10th over. They'll have to really go all guns blazing. That's a cutaway, and he's found the gap. It's a long chase. Oh, it should have been stopped. And who is the culprit? I think it's a smart pundit. Yeah, at times you can forgive your fielders. Usman Pandit, of course, is one of the finest fielders, no doubt. Yeah, he's not even looking at his partner. He's okay with it because they are defending 212. That's a massive score. And just overrunning onto this one, Usman. This is high up in the air. And another one goes down. They're falling apart. Faisal Big, whatever he's touching this evening is turning into gold dust. First, of course, we saw his heroics with the bat, and now, in his very first over, he has produced a wicket. So the spinners are all over Emirates fly better. And I think now, Lexington shotguns, they've really help shoot up their net run rate. Nick Hill has to go back after scoring 8 runs. It's 67 for 4. So whilst the wicket had fallen, the players decided to take a drinks break. So back to live action. Faisal Beg producing a wicket on his first, in his first over rather. So no slips in place for the new batter, Usman Mushtaq. Very talented all-rounder. Of course, he too has played at the highest levels. If ever so the viewers aren't aware, Usman Mushtaq is represented for the UAE national team as well. Yeah, back in those days though. Now a bit ginger is Usman Mushtaq. He's got a big job in his hands. Very talented cricketer. I like this action of Faisal Beg. It takes a slight bit of pause, just reminds me of the great Mohammad Hafiz of Pakistan cricket team. He too used to just come in and just take that slight bit of pause and then deliver, and used to see where the batter exactly going to play the shot. Now this is cut away, and cut away with a lot of power. Usman Mushtaq gets his first boundary. And he will surely enjoy his outing. And don't bowl short and wide to Usman. He's one of the strongest cutters UAE has ever produced. I've seen a lot of Usman Mushtaq. The moment you bowl anything short, he's certainly going to cut you hard. 73 for 4 after 10. Well, Nabil, he's got the long levers. I have seen him in the past. He can really hit those big sixes. But the problem is that they'll need big overs consistently. Because when you're chasing a big target, you need to be somewhere around 90 odd runs, lose a wicket or two in 11 overs or so. But the problem here is that they've lost 4 wickets. And they're just 74 runs. So falling short here. Nicely bowled. Usman Mushtaq is very strong against the spinners. That is what we have seen in his cricketing career. Usman Pandit, another very, very talented all-rounder. And he's one prospect for the future, really. I've been following Usman Pandit for quite a while now, and I mentioned in the first innings, I see this boy, he performs literally in every single game. Very handy bowler, of course. If we talk about his batting, he's a class batter. And he can just come in and bowl at any stage you ask him to. Adds a lot of value in your team, Usman Pandit. A lot of chirping behind the stumps for Fahad Nawaz. He's quite vocal. And he's woken up. Short delivery. Yeah, this is now the problem. That's what happens when you lose wickets. Even the loose deliveries, you're not even sure rather to just nudge it around, or should I go for a big hit because we have already lost 4 wickets. That's what happens when you lose wickets. Chasing a mammoth target. So far so good. Keeping the 2 batters quiet. That's a very big hit. It's gone on to the roof. Oh my word, that is a massive hit. Nabil Arshad, he's a strong bloke. And that has been bludgeoned literally. And almost went out of... I remember as a kid I watched Inzamam ul Haq. He hit a similar kind of shot, and that is exactly where it hit. bringing back the old memories of this iconic Sharjah Stadium. Yeah, that's much extending his length ever so slightly. It's about to close out to the 11th over. 81 for 4. Fahad Nawaz, the captain, he switched on. He's doing the right thing. The moment he saw this turn on offer, he's ensured that he keeps his spinners on. And missed out. Usman Mushtaq, he'll be gutted. There was a short delivery, was loose. And literally he could have hit it anywhere. But instead hitting it straight towards the fielder. Slightly shorter, but no real timing or the power. So the 6 overs, it just are so important. If ever so your team, your top order batters get you 65, 70 odd runs, ensure you don't lose more than a wicket, things become so easier for the middle order batters to follow. But the moment your middle order batters, they come on to bat so early, you lose wickets, and at the same time, the required run rate, look at where it's gone now. 15 runs per over. So it's very difficult to just keep up with the momentum, and that too on these kind of wickets where there's so much turn on offer, really. I don't really understand from where all of a sudden this wicket has come to life. There's a dry smile on the face of Alam, and why not? Yeah, it's a dream wicket for any spinner. I'm actually itching to go out there and bowl one single over. Hope one lands in the right area though. Short deliveries is high up in the air. And once again an easy take. And Alam is not a regular bowler. Look at what he's done. He's picked up a wicket. And Usman Mushtaq, the captain, he's not very amused with that shot because this should have been dispatched. Oh, he knows he's out. It's a loose delivery. And he had all the time in the world. Look at what he's done. He's found the fielder to perfection who makes absolutely no mistakes whatsoever. And that celebration states it all. Yeah, he's still fuming. Nabil has to go back after scoring 11. It's 84 for 5. Fahad Nawaz, the captain, is giving quite a bit of an opportunity to these youngsters. Mujahid Amin has been held back. He has 2 more overs. So this is not looking good now for Emirates Flybetter. They are falling apart. Osman. Oh, beautifully done. That's a very good delivery. And how has this missed the stumps? So close. And too close to cut as well. Usman Mushtaq will surely have a look at that bite and turn he got on offer. Oh, it's a dream delivery. Not behind the stumps, hands on his helmet. That's the end of over number 12. It's 86 for 5. Akbar is the new batter. Has no time whatsoever to settle in. He'll have to get into the act. Try to get a couple of sixes in every over. Yeah, that's one way to really get back into the game. He tries to do so. It's not easy. It's turning really big. Yeah, this is going to be very, very tough now. If ever so, the wicket was in the favour of the batting side. In the middle alongside his partner Akbar, but the amount of turn on this wicket they're getting, it's going to be super difficult. Now this is Ariel once again, and doing the right thing, bailing out, not trying to go for the catch because didn't really carry. Trying to reach on that one, playing it far away from his body. Yeah, he's done the right thing. That was a very difficult one. Getting a bit of applause as well by a smart pundit. Stop delivery, that's an outside edge and another soft dismissal. That's the sixth one now, which has gone down. And now they are on a serious verge of even getting bowled out and not to play out the lot of 20 overs. Another back delivery. Smart pundit. Whatever he's touching is turning into gold. Simplest of catches. Short stay for Akbar. We'll have to go back. It's 87 for the loss of 6. New batter walks in. Omar Shah, left-handed batter, doesn't have any time really. Let's see if he can strike big, try to get a couple of sixes, but really I think this match is now pretty much done and dusted. They can now just enjoy their outing out there. Tossed up delivery, it's heaved away, it's in the air. Another one goes down. Well, he got plenty of bat on this one, but Omar Shah finding the fielder, and that's the 7th wicket gone. It was a short delivery, but Omar Shah for a moment he thought that he's got plenty, but yet again a very good catch in the deep. And that's a very, very short stay for Omar Shah. Goes for naught. It's 88 for the loss of 7. So 2 wickets in 1 over for Smart And in comes Shoaib. I think they smashed him out of the park, and he smashed them too. Yeah, nicely done. Good little forward front foot defense. There's a lot of chirping going up there. And Fahad Nawaz, yeah, he's a character. He's just trying to get on the nerves of Shoaib Khan. He sees the funny side of it. Yeah, brilliant scenes out there. Oh, beautifully done. Excellent delivery. Junaid Khan, he thought that he was about to get into play in the slip corner. It's 88 for 7 after 13. Well, I think Fahad Nawaz is just being too kind and generous. He's giving literally everybody a chance to bowl in this game because they know that the match is pretty much done and dusted. So Junaid Khan, he would have had a word with him, and he was just standing in the slip corner next to him in the last over. And he's a smart guy. He's somehow convinced his captain because he was right next to him, and he was having a long conversation with him. And I'm sure that conversation was, Skips, can I have one over, please? We've already won this game, and I can bowl too. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's bowling exceptionally well. Yeah, he's a character, Junaid Khan Afridi. He enjoys his cricket. Unfortunately, he couldn't really get going in the first innings. But yeah, the captain has fallen in his trap, and he has gotten him an over. Oh, the turn which he's getting an offer. That's quite exciting. Fahad Nawaz, he's seeing the funny side of it, but honestly, I believe Junaid Khan. Oh, crack! Is that another wicket? It is! And now he will straight away go to his captain and tell him, look what I'm made of. I'm a complete all-rounder, and I need bowling in the next game as well, Skips. Nicely done. Excellent scenes out there. And Junaid Khan Afridi has bowled a lovely delivery, just enticing him to go for a big shot. And the fielding has been absolutely top-notch. Shoaib Khan just could not get it from the middle of the bat. Will have to go back. It's 89 for the loss of 8. Impressive bowling display so far by Junaid. Picks up a wicket in his first over. Tossed up delivery. Oh, very close. That's the way he got out in the first inning, Junaid Khan Afridi, against Rizwan CP when he was trying to play towards the mid wicket, that inside edge, chopped back onto the stumps, and he was out for a golden duck. Nicely done. That's a good delivery. Takes a single. Usman wants a second. Oh, they're going for it. Brilliant running. That's a good call by Usman, which will mean it's going to be the skipper to be on strike in the next over. It's 91 for 8 after 14. Yeah, it just seems like that Fahad Nawaz said, I think all of you boys have gotten a piece of it. Now it's time to go back to my main streamline bowler. Mujahid Amin just wants to get done and dusted pretty quickly because they've got, well, they have now a big chance to win this game by more than 100 runs. And imagine what's that going to do to their net run rate. Emirates fly better. Well, they were already out of the contest as they lost 2 games early on in this tournament. And Usman Mushtaq opting to take a single. I assume that he will farm the strike and try to get a few maximums. Well, he used to in his era. I remember Usman Mushtaq was one of the best batters, really. He just now plays for the love of the game. He's enjoying. He gives chances to the youngsters. But in his golden days, in his era, Usman Mushtaq, he was a different character. He was an absolute beast. One of the finest cricketers of UAE. A handy bowler, a gun fielder. Swept away beautifully. But now just comes in and enjoys his cricket. Because for the love of this game. Yeah, it's so exciting, and I really feel so excited and feel happy when I see these cricketers still playing out there. It also shows the fitness levels of Usman Mushtaq. We saw him diving around, giving his 100%. It's so good to see. Nice little punch. Good sound off the bat. Ubaid, even him, he didn't have a great outing in the first innings, but I'm not too sure if Usman Mushtaq would be asking him to just enjoy your outing. Let's try to play out all the overs. Oh, beautifully done. That's a very good ball. And another tremendous over by Mujahid. It's 95 for 8 after 15. Nicely ball once again. Junaid Khan Afridi getting another over, and why not? Because he bowled exceptionally well in the first. Picked up a wicket as well. Tossed up, trying to entice the batter to go for a big shot. Only a single on offer. But what a brilliant performance. I mean, first, of course, the captain Fahad Nawaz setting the tone. It was great to see him when he came out to open the innings alongside Babar Ghazalfar, who played a valuable knock, played a role of a second fiddle. That's nicely played. Has he found the gap? No. Good bit of fielding. And then the middle order batters really tearing the bowling apart. Faisal Beg and Nasir Faraz, those two just unleashed. And they seem to be unstoppable. And that was the stage where the game completely went out of the hands of Emirates Fly Better. This is a big shot. And I think he's got plenty of bat on this one. He has. He's taken the catch, but he's crossed the line. And it's gone for a maximum. So Usman Mushtaq just those memories where he used to hit these big sixes. And he's showing he's still got it. Still got some fire left in him. Beautifully done. Excellent use of the wrist. Surely he would come back for the second, challenging the arm of Mujahid. But that was placed to perfection, getting another couple of runs. Nicely done. Only a single on offer, and Usman Mushtaq will be retaining strike in the next over. It's 107 for 8 after 16. Mujahid to bowl his last over. Beautifully ball. That's a very good delivery and getting a bit of acknowledgement as well from behind the stumps. He's quite vocal for Nawaz. He's trying to get on the nerves of the captain Usman Mushtaq. Firing onto the stumps. Another dot delivery. Yeah, such a talented side. If you talk about Lexington shotguns, they've got some quality all-rounders. Fahad Nawaz surprisingly keeping today. He's donning the gloves. He too is an exciting left-arm spinner. I don't know, for some odd reason he stopped bowling. I was a big fan of his bowling as well. But today he showed glimpses of his batting. Getting back in form. This is good news for Lexington shotguns. He's an absolute dynamite. Fahad Nawaz, such a strong bloke. Oh, very close to the leg stump, and umpire calling it right. Not giving that as a wide. Oh, this is smacked, but straight into the hands of the fielder. It just looked like that he's got a lot of bat on this, but unfortunately not getting the elevation, neither the distance, and hitting it straight into the hands of the fielder. Oh, makes no mistake. So that's the 9th wicket now for him to go for a big shot, and in the end, clean catch taken. Right then, just the last wicket remaining. Oh, reverse swept. This could have been one of the best catches we would have seen if ever so. This would have held on to his hand, but lucky escape. And Mujahid is done for the evening. Terrific figures, but this is worth a watch. Yeah, trying his level best, but I think it was a bit tough. Nonetheless, exceptional bowling performance by Mujahid. It's 110 for 9. Well, it's going to be Alam who's been reintroduced into the attack, and straight away he's been welcomed with a boundary. Not the best of deliveries, too short. And somebody with the caliber of Usman Mushtaq. He's not going to miss out onto these looseners. Yeah, good to see Usman Mushtaq still is playing a lot of games lately for Emirates Fly Better. He's been there, he's been around with his team for quite a while. He's been leading from the front. And now he's enjoying his outing with the bat. Gets another boundary. So back-to-back boundaries coming in. Alam just airing his length ever so slightly. And I mentioned earlier that the margin of error, it's so minimal. If ever so you decide to bowl slightly shorter and wider to Usman Mushtaq, he's going to cut you and cut you all day night. Yeah, this is going to be a huge victory, mind you, for Lexington Shotguns. The match is almost done and dusted. But Usman Mushtaq, he's a man who will love to play out the 20 overs and enjoy his outing. And why not? Because you know that the match is pretty much done and dusted, so might as well just play out all the 20 overs and get a good feel of the bat hitting the ball. Top scorer so far, I believe, Usman Mushtaq. On the other end, Nabeen too, he bowled his heart out, but I think we need to give a lot of credit to the batters of Lexington Shotguns. They were severe against them. There was a mini phase in the game where they did get back into the contest, but then it was very difficult to really stop the run flow when Faisal Beg and Nasir Faraz, the moment they came to the act, Emirates fly better, they were short of answers, and I remember they just went quiet. They were flat, they were down and out, there was nobody really chirping out there. Body language wasn't all that positive as well. So this is one team to really look out for in this tournament, alongside the 7 districts. The lights of Karwan CC have already registered victory today. Oh, he's given him! That is the end of this game. And that was a close call though, but Alam, he'll take it from both hands. And that's a big thumping victory. They won this game by 90 wickets. What a clinical performance, really. All checks in all 3 departments. First, of course, with the bat, and then the spinners really spinning the web and creating magic on the surface. Asked a lot of questions. And in the end, it was a bit too much to chase down that mammoth target set by Lexington Shotguns. 212 is what was required. And MS fly better. With the bang, but then Yasir Abikun falling early. Rizwan CP, the only batter I think who showed a lot of resilience. And then apart from that, you can see that none of the batters could really turn on the heat. Usman Mushtaq, he enjoyed his bit, and in the end, 121 is all they've gotten in 18 overs, and unfortunately have been bundled out. A very impressive bowling display, and well, I need to count how many bowlers have been utilised here. But the pick of the bowlers, I believe, for me is Mujahid Amin. Look at what he's done. 4 overs, 12 runs, 2 wickets to his name. Usman Pandit as well, bowling his heart out. Alam, Junaid, all of them, they've bowled so well. And 7 extras, I think that's acceptable when you're defending a big total. Match number 14 done and dusted. Lexington Shotguns, they were put into bat first. Remember, they scored 211. That's a massive target. Nasir Faraz, 66, unbeaten. Fahad Nawaz, the captain, leading from the front. Faisal Beg, 33 for him. Rizwan CP, an all-round performance with the bat, with the ball, but just could not win the game for his team. In reply, 121 bundled out. Nothing much to talk about in their batting, but the bowling performance, brilliant. Usman, Mujahid, Alam, all of them contributing, and Lexington Shotguns have won this game comfortably in the end by 70 runs. Well, we'll take a short little break, and once we are back, we'll be ready with the post-match presentation. Stay tuned. Welcome to the post-match presentation of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. Firstly, I would like to thank Sharjah Cricket and all its administration involved behind the scenes for such a wonderful tournament. We would also like to thank our sponsors, commercial partner Sport Ethics. Brought number 14, it has been Lexington Shotguns who have defeated Emirates Flybetter comfortably by 90 runs, and it was a big mammoth victory for Lexington Shotguns, winning their first game in this tournament. Well, commencing ahead, we would be moving on to the player of the match for the award of the night, and the player of the award will be given by our esteemed match referee, Mr. Tehseen Javed, and the player of the award goes to Nasir Faraz for his magnificent batting performance. 66 runs in just 36 deliveries, striking 5 fours and 3 huge maximums. What a brilliant innings. Came out to bat at a situation where his team was under tremendous pressure, but this man stood tall and has played a magnificent knock for his side. नासिर फराज, मुबारक हो, क्या शानदार आपने बैटिंग की आज. आप जब गए थे थोड़ा सा प्रेशर था, उस वक्त विकेट्स गिर रहे थे, क्या चल रहा था आपके दिमाग में?
जी बिल्कुल, मुझे ये इंस्ट्रक्शंस थे बाहर से कि आपने आखिर तक जाना है और पूरे ओवर खेलने हैं. तो यही था कि मैं जब भी सोचता था कि अभी मैं चार्ज करूंगा तो नॉन स्ट्राइक से जो है विकेट गिर जाती थी, तो फिर मैं थोड़ा सा और सब्र किया और जो आखिरी 2-3 ओवर थे उनमें मैंने चार्ज लिया तो उसमें सक्सेसफुल हो गया.
ऐसे विकेट के ऊपर आप लोगों ने 200 करती, जहाँ पे इतना ब्रेक हो रहा था, कितनी आसानी से आपने अडाप्ट किया इस विकेट पे?
जी यही था कि जो ग्राउंड का बड़ा पार्ट था उसमें हमने गैप्स ढूंढे और भाग भाग के रन बनाए शुरू में, तो इसीलिए हमारे लिए थोड़ा सा इजी हो गया. थोड़ा सा ड्यू था, बॉलर को बॉल करने में फिर मुश्किल हो रही थी, तो इसीलिए बाद में बड़े रन बने.
कंसिस्टेंट परफॉर्मेंस जा रही है आपकी. नासिर फराज काफ़ी प्लेयर ऑफ द मैचेस जीत रहे हैं, कितना एंजॉय कर रहे हैं आप अपनी आउटिंग्स?
जी बिल्कुल, इसके पीछे बहुत हार्ड वर्क है. सब हार्ड वर्क करते हैं और क्रेडिट जाता है एलसीसी की जो मैनेजमेंट है, जो कैप्टन है, बहुत बैक किया उन्होंने मुझे मेरे हार्ड टाइम में भी, और बस अपने हार्ड वर्क पे बिलीव है और काफ़ी एंजॉय कर रहा हूँ इसको मैं.
आखिरी सवाल, ये प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच आप किसको डेडिकेट करना चाहेंगे?
ये अपनी अम्मी को करूँगा, उनकी तबीयत थोड़ी ख़राब है, तो मेरी अल्लाह से दुआ है कि उनको सेहत दें, और ये देख के उम्मीद है वो खुश होंगी ज़रूर.
हमारी भी यही दुआ है कि आपकी अम्मी को सेहत दे और अल्लाह लंबी ज़िंदगी दे. ऐसे ही खेलते रहें, ऐसे ही शाइन करते रहें. बेस्ट ऑफ लक विद द फ्यूचर गेम्स, नासिर.
थैंक यू.
That was Nasir Faraz for his magnificent batting performance. We are done and dusted for the post-match presentation, but do join us tomorrow as we have got another exciting day lined up for you. Until then, it's goodbye and God bless.